So I'm sorry if my voice sounds really weird or something today. I have a really bad cold, so, you know, basically, I have a cold. So as far as I'm aware, this week's discussion is on e-readers, and we're going to be sort of evaluating the use of them, how much we use them and what we think of them, advantages and disadvantages, that kind of thing. So I actually have a Kindle and I absolutely love it so far. I got it about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I got the Kindle keyboard 3G plus Wi-Fi, which I think is an amazing deal at £149. I thought that was a very good deal. What I really like particularly about this Kindle is that you can change the font size very easily. You know, some people like to read very small font, some people like very large font. I'm sort of medium font-ish, and I just find that easiest to read. Now I know you can't see it very well on the screen, but here I've organised it into sort of folders. So I have samples, books to read, books I've read, currently reading, and miscellaneous and archived items. So that just keeps it very organised, and I love organisation. I will organise everything I can because I'm really organised. That is why I film my videos about 3 days before Friday, so you know, I'm really organised. The others, as far as I'm aware, don't film their videos until the day they actually post them. But that doesn't matter, you know, it's all fun here. We're not serious about deadlines. So if I go into samples, I really want to show you this actually, and I have a lot of samples so far. Now the samples are free, and you get the first chapter or two of a book. So it really helps you decide if you want to buy it or not, and I just really like that idea, you know. It really does help you decide, because usually I can't decide if I want to get a book or not. And I just really love that you can get samples. And then just very quickly, before I go into more advantages and disadvantages, I'd just like to say I really like the Kindle store actually, and how you can get free books actually. There's a lot of free books, you know, all the free classic books. And there's some other free books as well which are really good. And I just love that deal. I think it really does attract people to buy the device. And I find it really useful as well because, you know, I wouldn't be the kind of person to sort of go into a bookstore and buy classics at a full price. I would either want a discounted price or obviously on the Kindle a free price, and I think it just really helps me read a lot more classic books, which I really do want to get into this year actually. One of my goals this year, reading wise, was actually to read more classic books, and I already have done because of this Kindle. And now I think what I'm going to do more specifically is talk about advantages and disadvantages of the Kindle. You know, I would say that it's actually better than I expected actually when I got my Kindle. I really like it actually, and I think that there's so many advantages. You know, I think the convenience aspect of it, you know, you can take it on holiday and easily have thousands of books there, and I think the 3G aspect of it is very convenient as well because, you know, I went on holiday last weekend just for a quick break actually. You know, I could go on the internet there with my Kindle, and it was just so useful just to sort of see Twitter feeds and Facebook stuff and just general Google browsing. You know, it's so great to have that aspect without having to pay any monthly or annual contracts. And also you can just download books on the go, in the car, on holiday, wherever you are, you can just download books, and that is great because there's a wide variety to choose from on the Kindle, which is just so good. I also think it's very easy to hold. You know, it's a very lightweight thing. You can hold it in one hand, you could hold it in two hands. I kind of swap around it, and you can read it sort of anywhere really. I think it's so good. And talking about reading it anywhere, you can read it out in the sun as well, which is really good. Obviously in the UK, it's the UK, so we haven't had much sun this year, but when there was actually some sun, I tried my Kindle outside, and it's so easy to read outside actually. The words really sort of adjust and everything, and it's an e-ink screen, so obviously everything is in black and white, so that's like if you're browsing the internet or something, it's in black and white, but it's a great feature to know that you can read it inside and outside. So I think generally most things about it are very good. If I was to rate the Kindle, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10, simply because I do prefer physical books, which is what I'm going to talk about now and move on to the disadvantages. One disadvantage for me would be that you can't physically see the books, and I love having books on my bookshelf, which is right behind me over there. I just love the look of them all. You know, if I was to sort of turn into an e-reader freak kind of thing, if you want to call me that, I would no longer be collecting the books on my shelf, and I really don't like that aspect actually. That is one reason why I don't actually pay for books on my Kindle so far. I've just got the free books because I think if I'm going to pay for a book, I'd rather pay the full price to get it in physical form and put it on my shelf than pay a little bit extra and just get it on my Kindle. I don't think the reading experience is as good on the Kindle. You do get the same content and everything, but I just think that it's a lot nicer to be holding a physical book and to smell the pages. To smell, I repeat, smell. A lot of non-readers think readers are very weird for actually smelling books, and we do not go around sniffing books in stores as far as I'm aware. We just simply smell smell the essence and the aroma of the book as we read it, and the new book smell really sort of excites me, and I absolutely love it. So I don't go around smelling the books, I'm putting my noses into all of them, but I do find that there is a smell from a new book, or an old book as well. You know, you get an old book smell, which isn't as nice, but you know, you do. I don't actually know what other disadvantages there are, actually. I'm kind of thinking right now. There's quite a few more, but you know, I can't think of them all in my head. Right, I have another advantage, which is kind of weird. I'm so unstructured today, as you can tell. My mind is just not working correctly or anything. So, you know, I have an advantage now, and then we might go to another disadvantage or something by time I remember. But another advantage is that the Kindle is obviously eco-friendly and it's greener than books, because a lot of people say, I personally ruin the environment by reading books because the paper's taken from trees. I think that's a ridiculous thing to say, because whilst it is true, it's not me personally ruining the environment. You know, I prefer to ruin the environment and have books rather than have no physical books and keep the environment perfect. That's just what I think, because I just really love books. I love physical books, and you know, the Kindle is more eco-friendly, and obviously as time passes by, more people are probably going to go into e-readers, but actually possibly the trend might die out. Actually, a lot of people are into e-readers at the moment, but I'm not sure maybe 100 years from now if it's actually going to stay the same. People might go back to physical paper books a lot more, which is exactly what I'm staying like. I just love my Kindle as well. And as I said, another disadvantage, let me just think. Have I already said that the reading experience is generally just not as good? You know, to hold a book open, it just feels amazing, and just to smell the book like I mentioned before, and everything about it I think is a lot better than the Kindle. I think that, you know, the Kindle doesn't smell of anything. It doesn't smell of metal or anything. It's just aromaless. I love that word. Is that even a word? Aromaless? Yeah, I'm not creating new words. I am not a word creator. And another advantage, it's a lovely design actually. I love the Kindle design. I think it's very modern and sleek and finished. Actually, I just want to say, look on Google Images at the first ever Kindle, Kindle 1. It's rubbish. I mean, the design of it is dreadful. It just looks like some sort of brick. The Kindle has really evolved actually since then, you know. It's a lot thinner, and the styling of it is just a lot nicer. So that is advantage, that I love the styling of it. So I guess that's really going to be everything. And actually, today I will do a piano cover on the end of this video as well. And I'm actually going to play The Edge of Glory, because I absolutely love that song. And with a cold, I really am on the edge of glory. Actually, change of plan whilst I'm sat here right at the piano. I think today I'm actually going to play Skinny Love by Birdy, and then another week I'm maybe going to play The Edge of Glory. It just seems that for some reason today I'm rubbish at playing and everything, and I can't seem to play the right notes or anything. So I'm going to play Skinny Love, which I prefer kind of anyway. So hope you all enjoy Skinny Love.